a little bit. All right. Offensively, you switch it up a little bit. I can't say like you all the way switch it up, but you done switch it up a little bit. Nigga, you don't run on first down every time now.
No, but I never really did all the time.
I've studied you, bro. I studied you, bro.
No, I've only what happens is when it comes to users, I play differently. Sometimes.
Okay, I got you.
Because like I don't go into the same game with the same stuff.
Mhm.
It's just that the same philosophy. I'm a run based team.
You are.
You've changed to a run based team.
Yeah, I run to set up the pass.
Yeah, Ken changed from run to pass. Yeah, so that's
yeah. You see, like to me, being a run team to set up the pass, I feel like I always had that philosophy against you because you use your linebackers. So if I can move the linebacker, then I can manipulate where I can go. You know what I'm saying? So against you, I always had that mentality. But in general, I was like, nah, nigga, I'm bombing this shit up.
Nah, because with you, at first I tried to pass a lot, and I realized that's not the best way to play against you.
Nah. See, and this is the thing I was just telling Ken yesterday. I don't know how both of y'all niggas be getting y'all linebackers right. Bruh, I can't. Like my
Do you
linebacker,
user them?
No.
That's the reason why. You gotta know how to. You got to know what you're dealing with before you actually try to.
It was one of the best things I ever did because I hated playing linebacker. But
it's the best.
I went out there and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just have to take these losses, these touchdowns or whatever. So I love it.
To be honest, I think it's harder for a DB to be like what you do with safety or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think that's harder because one fuck up and it's a wrap. At least, like when I told you that a while ago, I was like, bro, at least if I miss as a linebacker, I got at least a couple homeboys right there who should be there.
So and like I've been saying, the only reason why I'm cool with that is because if I give up a big play, I know I'm a big play offense, so I can get it back. I'd rather you score in 10 seconds versus taking fucking 3 minutes. I'd rather that. I'd rather you.
And my thing is, I'd rather you not score. I don't,
of course,
I know you're going to eventually.
Exactly. So that's what.
But I'd rather limit you how many times you do.
Well, I'd rather you just score quick.
I'd rather you take your time to score.
Nah.
I
want the ball back
because I know you're gonna make a mistake.
I want the ball back. But look, guys. You know what I'm saying? Ken, we got some people watching.
It's probably doing the split chat. Let me see if we on Twitch. I haven't got my notification yet.
I did. It says
okay.
Oh, can you switch back to that?
Nips.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Them sorry ass niggas.
I was trying to spare you the pain, Nick.
Ain't no pain. Hey, this is a regular season. This is what we deal with.
Here he go.
We still Tinker Taylor with the lineup.
Man, that boy Kemba out of there.
Not yet.
He about to be. They gonna trade him, bro. They gonna trade him. You not.
I mean, it depends on what they trying to trade him for. That's my main concern.
At this point, it doesn't matter what you get back. If you start at Alec Burke at point guard,
I'm saying it's cheaper to keep him. If we talking about I seen De'Aaron Fox rumors. I seen
shit.
I'm not trying to give up half my squad for that nigga. It's not worth it.
But as long as you keep,
because that doesn't help us now.
It does help you now. Because Emmanuel quickly.
I didn't say he's not destined to. Obviously, we don't have a point guard. That's why we doing all these changes. So none of the niggas we got right now are going to be a long-term fix.
I feel you.
We can get that in the draft. We got 2 first-round picks coming up because of Dallas. Dallas been shitballed too. Or was that last year?
I don't know. I really been.
I gotta look at the picks again, but we can get a point guard.
Yeah.
We don't need to trade for one.
Oh yeah, we live. We got viewers.
Well, look. Welcome to another episode of The League, presented by Dead End Sports in conjunction with Dead End Gaming. One of your hosts, FIFA 24/7. To my right, I got Mr. AKA.
What's goody? Long time, man.
Yeah, man. You know, we had that Thanksgiving break. You know
that was a good ass break.
And then to my left, Mr. Dead End Hip Hop.
What up?
Look, guys, we've been moving fast and furious through these motherfucking leagues, man. You know what I'm saying? We're nearing the end of the second season
yep.
of the restart. Mm-hmm. Like we already did one. I think we did 2 seasons.
It's technically the remix. I want to say it's the restart.
Okay,
because we only did 1 season of the.
It was 20. Only one.
Yeah, we only did 1 season.
It was one. Okay,
I think so.
Bet. So let's do this. Let's catch the people up. Let's give them a quick overview because I want to say we're in week 14, 15.
15 was 18 weeks.
Yeah, 18 weeks now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we're week 15.
15.
We're in week 15. Ken, what is your record?
I think I'm 11-2.
12-2.
12?
Yeah, you're 12-2.
Well, why'd you
Yeah,
ask me then?
yeah.
Who? Yeah. He just want to hear your voice.
I'm being host.
You doing a great job.
Nah,
Hey, we
I'm
appreciate it, man.
I'm just messing with you.
Nick, what's your squad's record?
I am 12-3.
12-3, and my squad right now is 11-4. All three of us are currently in the playoff.
It's a tight ass race.
It's a tight ass race. All three of us are currently in the playoff hunt. In our group chat, I jokingly, but not really jokingly, said I'm just gunning for the wild card because that weather in San Francisco ain't no joke, bro.
Man,
ain't no joke. And both of y'all
crazy.
got dome teams. So
it's crazy because I didn't think I can understand Seattle,
mm-hmm.
but San Fran with that crazy ass weather.
The wind is it, bro. Hitting extra points, hitting field goal. It makes it the most. It's difficult.
Yeah,
it's just real difficult. And then they get bad rain, so at least I don't have to deal with snow, but I have to deal with rain.
Rain is worse, in my opinion.
So,
have you any of the players like slip?
Not really.
Because they used to do that in the last match. They used to slip and slide in that shit.
Off.
Yep. But yeah. So I'm really cool with being the 7th seed and really going on the road again. I'm real cool with that with my squad. You know what I'm saying? My squad is battle tested.
So you cool with backing into the playoffs again?
But I didn't back in this time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We got 2 weeks left. We don't know. It's between you and Adrian.
I'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be all right. I got the MVP on my squad. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what they saying? Is that what the stats say?
Well, I'm just saying we at the top of the MVP race.
Oh, above my running back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll see.
What I'm saying? So, we good over here. But how do you feel about your team, Nick? Like, going into the final weeks of the season, obviously every season has some ups and downs and growing pains and things of that nature. How do you feel about your squad right now?
I feel well, I'll say this, the same kind of feeling that I felt last season. About even though you add 1 week, it feels long as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I've gone through 3 trimesters in one season because it's like, okay, like by the time it's like week 6, you're like, all right, it's only 10 more weeks, whatever. It's fine. We can run through it. Then you get to like week 12, and you're like, damn, we're only in week 12. There's still a lot of football left.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're getting to the last 2 seasons, and it's still coming down to the wire as far as like who will make the playoffs, what's the seeding, who will get the number 1 overall seed, who's even going to win the division. It's very tiresome. And to like, so like, I'm glad the playoffs are around the corner because it's like, okay, it's that new kind of burst of energy. Mm-hmm. By now, everybody kind of knows each other's tendencies. I feel like in the league, you kind of know what people want to do, even if you lost to those same users. Mm-hmm. So I think right now for me, and I said this in the chat, I think right now I'm in the best. I think this is arguably the best squad I've had since the Colts back in 20. Mm-hmm. And I think, like I said in the chat, I think my secondary is the best secondary in the league. So
second best.
You going by statistics? I'm going by like guys. I'm just saying. You keep on talking about that one corner. I got my guy rookie from Cincinnati who could say something about that.
Gardner.
Yeah,
I like him. I wanted him.
I traded away a lot of my players just to get those 3 picks. The 3 guys I got, the quarterback, the running back, and the corner, were the only motherfuckers I wanted to draft, and I'm glad I got all 3, and they're all at least a star, 2 of them superstars. So I love how my season is going. I'm ready for the playoffs.
What about you, Ken?
I like the bounce back from last year. We finished strong, and the momentum continued, but we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet.
You need one more mango season.
Yeah, we're not ready yet. They'll compete, they'll play, but in terms of winning the Super Bowl, long playoff run, I don't see it yet. Close.
What is it? What is it still the youth?
Yeah. Young secondary. They still got some room to grow, and just depth. I don't have enough depth, and that got exposed when I was playing against you. And I like to kind of rotate my guys out. I like to have a lot of depth and versatility on my defense, and I didn't have it. So yeah, but I mean, it sounds crazy when you only have 2 losses, like they're not ready yet, but I can feel it, I can see it, and I'm like,
your team, like your kids, like they can handle what they can't.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at now. So I feel like there's one more change offensively I'm gonna make.
Schematically or personnel or both?
Schematically.
Okay.
Yep. We're gonna start.
So what prompted that? Because for you don't do things just out the blue. So something had to happen that made you say, "I got to."
He had to catch up to the times. That's the old school football.
Hey, but even though Ken doesn't have a lot of passing yards, I think Kyler's is just like right over 3,000.
Just got over 3,000.
Right over 3,000, but he has the highest yards per completion.
It's the weirdest shit ever. Like 3rd or 2nd in the league in touchdown passes. Yeah, like the stats are kind of all over the place when I look at them. But nah, man, we definitely, like you guys mentioned before we started recording, we definitely pass more. We about to open that bitch all the way up. We about to open that bitch all the way up. I think Cook is a blessing and a curse for me. Because you got to give him the ball, man. You just got to fucking give him the ball. And it just restricts me. Like the last game I played, it was a perfect balance of 50-50 minutes of run and pass. And it was still like 200 some yards passing and 100 some yards running. But it was a great game. He had 5 touchdowns in that game, but not a lot of yards. So I don't know, man. It's just I need to add one more element, and then we'll be ready.
Got you. From my squad, early on, I would have said that you had the best secondary because my guy L'Jarius, and you burnt him a couple of times. Like he was out there looking lost. Like, hey, look, my guy, I done put you in the position to do what you need to do, and now he's starting to acquiesce himself to the scheme and how I need him to play. And he's had a couple of pick sixes this year. Caleb Farley has had back-to-back pick sixes. I got Byron Jones. It has 9 interceptions. Caleb Farley has 10 interceptions, and L'Jarius Sneed has 9 interceptions. So I got 3 dudes potentially with double-digit interceptions. So I love my secondary. They're starting to come along. They're being aggressive. Early in the season when I played against you, Nick, like L'Jarius would like you would do like a comeback route or something like that, and he would just stop. And it's like, no, go drive through that ball. And he's starting to do that. He's starting to play recognize. He's starting to really clamp down the way I need him to clamp down. So I like that. My defense is starting to come around. Javon Kinlaw. I may have 3 guys that get double-digit sacks, which is crazy. I've never had that.
Really?
Not 3 guys.
You said 3 guys.
Yeah, I always have like 1. Per my scheme, I could always scheme 1 guy to get what I need to get, but Bosa got, I want to say 13, 14 sacks. Grady Jarrett got like 11 or 12 sacks, and Javon Kinlaw is like at 8 or 9 right now, which is crazy. So I really like my defense. Remember earlier, Ken, I was telling you, like, I feel like they just can't clamp, and they don't clamp the way I want them to just yet, but they're clamping though. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when I need to stop, I can press my guys. I ain't got to worry about there's certain things I ain't got to worry about now, and then offensively, I think that's where I'm most exposed. And I agree with you. I don't have depth. And with some of the injuries that I've sustained this year, it exposed me. And I had to go to plan B, which is putting George Kittle at the slot receiver and putting Kyle Juszczyk at my tight end, which is the only fullback you can do that with because he can actually catch.
Because he's a superstar as a fullback, ain't he? Or
he was last year, but not.
He regressed.
Yeah, no. So in 21, he was not in 22.
Oh, okay. He didn't come in as that.
Yeah. George Kittle to a wide receiver?
No. He's still tight end. Oh. But you know how you have slot wide receiver in the depth chart?
Okay.
Yeah, so certain formations.
I got you.
Not all the time, but just
I thought you changed his position.
No, not at all.
That's a big ass slot receiver.
Yeah, no. He's still my tight end, but in certain formations, I put him at the slot because I don't have no depth. I don't.
How many wide receivers do you keep on hold?
Typically, I have between 5 and 6, and I have 5 now. But
I mean, like, how many do you actually use in all your formations? 3 to 4.
I'm a trips guy. I like 3 wide receivers out there.
3, okay.
Yeah. You see me go 5 wide. It's because I see something I'm trying to expose, and then I don't respect your defensive line because obviously you don't have no help to block. So I don't respect your defensive line, and I see something if you see me go 5 wide. But I like to attack with 3 wide receivers, tight end. That's typically my personnel grouping. And I also do 2 wide receivers too, because just like you, I have a really good running back that you got to feed the ball. And, you know, it keeps the defense off balance. So I definitely got to do that. But I like where we are. In all honesty, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I like where we are now even more so than I did last year.
Yep.
Because you know, coming into last year, I did back my way into the playoffs, but I was a very hot team. Like that you know, I was in the playoff mode very like middle of the season, and my team responded. And where we are now, I feel like we're in a better position, but offensively, I don't have the depth. So, and OBJ is definitely injury prone. So if he goes down, it's going to hurt, but it's not the end of the world. I can overcome it. But I like where my squad is right now. I like where my squad is.
What up, Arterial?
What do you do, Arterial? So how do y'all feel about the field? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we are all in the same division. How do you feel about the rest of the field this year?
Outside of
Struggle City. But go ahead. I say that because Nate had some injuries. So, you know, and I think that impacted his record more than
outside of y'all, I don't care about the field. And that's including Nate, especially including Nate. And that's me saying that after he gave me like a big loss. But it was just more, you know how you learn, I love losses during the regular season. And that's why I always preach about the regular season don't matter, is because you learn more for the playoffs in the regular season. Schematically, and I think you brought this up, that's why you wanted to face them early on in the regular season this year, is because once you figure it out, I want to see if I can put that into action what I figured out. And I always play him like once every 2 seasons, so I don't really get that much chance. You know me, I'm like, I need repetition. That's why I like being in division with people that are competitive, because I'm like, once I figure out, I'm good. So I kind of figured him out, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see him. And he's probably going to be, he should get into play. I remember me and Ken, we were talking about it the other day. Like, I don't know if he'll make it, because
he'll make it.
He was like 6-5 when I faced him.
Yeah, no, he'll make it. I want to say the last time I saw
the Chiefs are shitty, because like they had a #1 pick last season.
So well, the Chiefs aren't a user.
No, but I mean, like, as far as his division, the only team that I see that
yes, 100%.
It was the Chiefs, and I just played Denver. I know Denver's like 2-13 or whatever.
No, Denver's shitty. The Chiefs are beatable. I don't know if the previous user changed Mahomes' X Factor abilities. I have to go back and look, because it didn't seem like he had escape artists. Because when I pressured him,
he was just in the pocket.
He was just in the pocket. Like, he wasn't mobile. The arm didn't. I'm just saying. Like,
he did. Yeah, he didn't look like Patty. He didn't look like Patty at all.
I'm just saying. But that motherfucking Kansas City defense, bro.
Chris Jones and them,
and Kayvon Thibodeau. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't look at the playoff picture, but there's no way he don't make it. I'll be shocked if he didn't get in.
No,
Nate's gonna make it. Nate is gonna make it.
Well, my thing is just more like I said, outside of y'all, I don't see competition, and I think in the first wild card weekend, we gonna knock one of us out. You know,
yeah. So because as it is right now, I'm playing Ken first round, 7 versus
which I
2.
think will change once Adrian finishes his schedule.
So there's still a lot of movement that can happen, because let's just say Ken loses the next 2, right? That means that you win and you win out. You win the division.
See, my mindset is, am I the #1 seed or not? That's all I care about.
Potentially,
I could be. But he would have to lose out, and I don't know what happens with the Vikings. I don't know.
Well, the Vikings would have to lose one more game.
Okay.
Because then they would be equal Ken.
So they'll have to lose one, which they already did technically this week.
Yes, they lost one, so they got 3 losses now.
Yeah.
So if Ken can beat Nate, then he's almost guaranteed the #1.
Yeah.
But if he loses to Nate, then it's wide open still.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna come. I think it's gonna come down to the last week of the playoff.
Because in between me and you, as far as best, I don't know who has a tiebreaker if we have the same record.
Yeah, I don't.
It goes by points at that point.
Points for or against.
Points for how many points you scored.
Okay, so you probably will get that because you probably score more than I did.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't keep up with a lot of this stuff. I know. I don't know.
And then you only have one user game out of your last two.
Yes, I played CJ.
So
last game.
What's your CPU?
Oh, that's
game?
a win.
Falcons. I don't count. I'm not FIFO. I don't just count dubs before I play him.
I'm just fucking with him. I don't.
But if I do beat him, I have a 4-2 record in the division, which should be the best record in the division. Did you?
Nah, because I only have 2 losses in the division.
And right now I have 2.
You and CJ. I beat him once.
Yep.
And I play him again.
And
I thought y'all already split.
I lost to you and I lost to FIFA.
Yeah, because I only got 2 losses, and that's between y'all. Because I split between y'all.
So yeah, no, it's look.
Damn, I can't sit my niggas out there.
By a miracle, if you lose the 2, right, and you lose the 2,
you win the division,
and I win the 2. I think I win the division because of points.
Yeah, this shit is wild.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. But you do have the easiest end of schedule.
Yes, I do. I know out of all of us, I do.
Yeah, you have the hardest.
Yeah, I have the hardest.
And I have the second easiest because I got the Raiders next, and then I play Ken. And then Ken has Nate and me. That's going to be tough. And then you got Falcons and CJ. So it'll be very interesting how this plays out.
What's interesting? Let's talk about CJ for a second.
He said he wanted to get talked about.
I'm sure he did. Maybe not in this manner, but
okay.
I want to apologize to him because I was a year early on saying he was the bottom dweller of the of the division. That was my bad. He shut me up.